C.
Living in bondage.
CJ.
Kind of one call. Munchit.
Team Creamy Crunch.
Munchit's sponsor task. Through a lucky dip, the housemates were grouped into 5 teams. We have Team Creamy Crunch, which is made up of Ozee, Ocee, Wanni, and Handi. We have Team Cheesy Sticks, made up of Chinwe, Zion, Onyeka, and Chizoba. That's Zinwe and Checkers. We have Team Sweet Surprise, made up of Nelly, Anita, Tofa, Such. That's Nelita and Aces. And Team Sour Cream and Onion, made up of Double K. That's Kelly Ray, Cassia, Sean, and Victoria. That's Shatoria and Double K. And finally, Team Hot Chili, Radicals and Beta. That's Femi, Mickey, Ben, TJ. So for the first part of tonight's game, it's called Munchit Flavor Match. For this game, the housemates are expected to rearrange Munchit pack to match the corresponding packs on display. So each team have 2 minutes to match 5 variants in the right order to match the one displayed in the box. And for every right match, 1 point. That's 1 point per pack. And they have 5 variants to arrange. So if you successfully get the 5 to match exactly with the displayed one on the box, you get 5 points. So each team were to bring 2 representatives, the one to match and the one that will cross-check and know whether you're right or how many you've matched correctly. For Team Creamy Crunch, Ocee did the arrangement while Wanni cross-checked. They ended up getting just 2 points because their 2 minutes elapsed. Now, over to Team Cheesy Sticks. Chizoba was the one cross-checking while Onyeka did the arrangement. They got 3 correct. Team Sweet Surprise came and got all 5 points, with Tofa being the one arranging and Nelita and Anita cross-checking. They matched all correctly, followed by Victoria, who successfully matched all for her team, Team Sour Cream and Onion. While Victoria was arranging, Kelly Ray was the one cross-checking, and in a twinkle of an eye, she matched all correctly. For the next game of the night, here each team was to bring their 2 representatives that will have to wear these boots and then kick the ball. The rule said they must kick at the same time. For this particular game, every member in a team is participating because you have to bring 2 players and then one person that will be retrieving the balls and another person will act as a cheerleader. The duration for this game is 2 minutes, so you are expected to score as many goals as possible, and each goal is 5 points. Team Cheesy Sticks were the first to play with Zion and Chinwe as players, Onyeka as ball retriever, and Chizoba as the cheerleader. But something happened. So they successfully scored 10 goals, but Big Brother said no, only 2 will count for them because Zion was the only one kicking. That instruction says both players must kick at the same time. For Team Sour Cream and Onion, Kelly Ray and Sean acted as players, Victoria as cheerleader, and Cassia as the one that retrieved the ball. For Team Sweet Surprise, Nelly and her house husband Suj were both players, while Tofa was the one retrieving the ball and Anita as cheerleading. For Team Hot Chili, we had TJ as ball retriever, Ben, and of course you know Ben must play now, Ben and Femi as players, and Mickey as cheerer. And finally, Team Creamy Crunch, Ocee and Ozee as players, Wanni and Handi, ball retriever. And then, next game of the night is called Trivia Munchit game. This is the part I enjoy the most. So for this part, each team is expected to bring 2 representatives for a quiz. So they ask a question and your team raises their hand. The first to raise the hand gets to answer. If answered correctly, 5 points. If you answer and the answer is incorrect, 2 points will be deducted from your points. Onyeka and Chizoba represented their team, Cassia and Victoria for their team, Ocee and Wanni repped their team, Anita and Tofa, and then TJ. The first question was, who was the captain of Nigeria Dream Team that won the gold medal at the 1996 Olympics? For this category, for this question, only TJ raised up his hand and he answered correctly, Kanu Nwankwo. The next question, how many times has Nigeria won the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON? TJ answered again 3 times, but he answered 4. His answer was 4 times. So with this, 2 points will be deducted from his team. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles? And Ocee answered Brazil, which was the correct answer. In fact, let's say this category was just meant for TJ and Ocee. Fine. Other team answered, don't get me wrong. Chizoba got to answer. Tofa answered at some point. But then Cassia and Victoria answered none for their team. They answered none at all, not even one question. Aside football question, there were also general knowledge question or Nigerian related general knowledge question, like what is the name of the character played by Shola Shobowale in the movie King of Boys? TJ actually raised his hand and answered Oba, but the correct answer was Eniola Salami. But even in the movie, she was still referred to as Oba, so I guess he got it mixed up. And then to the last game of the night, it's called Obstacle Munchit. So this one happens to be like a relay race in the sense that every team member must participate for the next stage to continue. So 5 obstacles to be completed by each team member. For the first obstacle, the housemate is expected to fill their bag with a Munchit variant and then go ahead towards this board and throw in towards this hole and throw in each Munchit variant into it. And the points will be determined based on the hole they successfully get their Munchits into. As you can see, these holes have different scores. So if you successfully put your Munchit into 12, that means you get a 12. But if you successfully throw into an 18, you get an 18. If you didn't successfully throw into any hole, 0 points for your team. And another important thing to note is that you don't just throw any Munchit into any hole. You must actually throw the variant that the hole represents. So after throwing this, the same player have to walk through this beam and go and meet the next team member who will now aim and shoot. So wherever your dog lands is the number you've secured for your team. The next hurdle is to identify and step on the board that bears your team color. When you do that, you now hand over the sack to the last team member to walk through the tunnel. So the last team member is expected to scroll into the maze, enter the maze. For each hole above you, you have to poke your head on each hole and arrive at the stop point. When you exit, you now scream Munchit. So the fastest team to finish gets 25 points. Second fastest, 20 points. Next, 15, next 10, and the least, that's the team that will finish the least, will now score 5 points. For team sour cream and onion, Cassia walked through the maze while Sean was the person to tackle the first obstacle, which is throwing the Munchit into the hole. Kelly Ray was the one that did the shooting, while Victoria walked on the color board. For team hot chili, Ben handled the first hurdle. So Ben was targeting 18 and ended up not getting any, not successfully throwing in anyone into any hole. And then Mickey was the one that did the shooting. TJ walked through the color mats and Femi walked through the maze. For team creamy crunchy, Ozee handled the first task, which is the throwing of the Munchit pack into the hole. Ocee did the shooting. Wanni and Handi marched through the color board and the maze. After which, Big Brother said for denying the ninja the opportunity to verify their points, they have to score a 0 points in the first obstacle. For Team Sweet Surprise, Nelly did the first obstacle, which is the throwing, Suj the shooting, Anita marched through the color board, and Tofa through the maze. And then came Team Cheesy Stick with Zion handling the first obstacle, Onyeka doing the shooting, Chizoba walking through the maze, and then Chinwe marched through the color mats. With this, Munchit task came to an end. After computing all scores across all game, Team Sour Cream 41 points, Cheesy Stick 47 points, Sweet Surprise 72 points, Hot Chili 83 points, and then Creamy Crunch, that's Ozee, Ocee, Wanni, and Handi's team scored a whopping 143 points, making them the winners of tonight's task. Well done to them on winning this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will see you in my next video. Do enjoy the rest of your nights. Bye.